Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Erik Dalmasso. I am an assistant professor of higher education administration and leadership in our online EDD program here at Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois. I'm joined today by my colleague and co author on this article and this presentation, Dr. Jeffrey Bakken from Bradley University as well. And so we'll get right into it. The paper I'm presenting today is one of three papers that we wrote based on student feedback that we received within our online EDD program here at Bradley University. This paper will take a distinct view through the program director role and program development from a program level from our student feedback that was extremely valuable in informing our program as to exactly what is important to them in their student experience, and their information helped mightily in our own policy development as well as just overall program development. As we start the presentation, there are some just basic facts about online education, specifically for students, adult students that are looking for online educational routes, and for us at the advanced graduate degree level. Online programs are certainly emerging and growing in the educational space, really because of the asynchronous flexibility. And we know that. We know that students want to be able to have their professional mobility and educational fit work together along with their everyday life, their professional life. Online programs provide a great educational fit to many students that are looking for that don't necessarily have it within a very close proximity at home. Students also need access, and you're going to hear the word access a lot throughout this presentation, through the modes of technology that they prefer, and we'll talk more about that. Support, including institutional tech, student affairs, academic affairs, and the library were certainly particular areas of concerns for our online students. Things that they noted that were extremely important to them, as well as stated within the scholarship related to access within online programs for adult students. It's important as we continue to introduce this topic that online students feel a connection to campus resources. And it's important that they're able to make those connections with integral student support personnel of the residential campus. If the residential campus has student support opportunities, online students certainly want to be considered as a part of those services. Questions to ask yourself from a program level perspective. Does the current technology infrastructure support online learning? Does our learning management system, is it robust to support online learning? Do barriers exist for online students in comparison to residential students? When the staff leaves campus and there's not a 24-hour call-in line or support for IT, is that an issue? And Overwhelmingly, students want access to that, and that might be different than the times that it's available on campus normally. Who is speaking to the concerns of online students? And as many institutions add online programs to their portfolio, um, they might be doing it amongst residential campus programs, and it's important to know who within campus is that voice speaking of the concerns of online students. And certainly from a program perspective, we feel a responsibility to capture the concerns of our online students and share those within our administrative line. This research project had two goals. We wanted to find out the programmatic components in an online EDD program that are important to the success of students from a student perspective quantitatively, and also to find out programmatic components in an online EDD program important to the success of students from their perspective qualitatively. So we ask questions within the survey. Our program uses smartness levels as an integral component to the Bradley EDD online program. From a program perspective, and from my seat within the program director's seat and working very closely with faculty and our chair of our department, we use the smartness levels throughout the course of the academic year in preparation for our own improvements. And you can see here, we collect data about our new students and current students. We use data to inform our processes with students. And this evaluation was a great example of that. We evaluate the data to obtain information about our existing curriculum and for our curriculum revisions. And this is extremely important to how we operate. We inform our teaching practices and optimize the student learning experiences from what we've learned. We use knowledge to prepare for future program events, and we're always talking about what we've learned in anticipation for future program events. And then through a self-optimization lens, we consider the overall structure of the program and make changes based on data. The survey was sent through an anonymous email link. Questions were focused in three areas. We had programmatic characteristics, faculty interaction, and the student learner experience. 66 students, current students and alumni, received our survey. It was accessible for 30 days, and we had 26 submissions for the survey, which is a 39.4% response rate. Starting first with our quantitative results, you can see here these are about technology. High-speed internet is the first question, and overwhelmingly 100% of our students said yes, high-speed internet is essential for the transmission of educational content. Many of our classes have video uploads, video downloads, have to allow for group meetings through Zoom. And so the transmission of these major files is really, really important. How do you access course material in our live sessions, our discussions? This was a mix. Our students really had a combination on this. Overwhelmingly, we had students say that they used a laptop or desk computer, but many used a combination of a smart tablet and computer. And so that was actually kind of surprising that more didn't report using just a laptop or desk computer. But you do have to think about the orientation of the LMS and the assignments within what it looks like on a smart tablet or what it looks like on a phone. And kind of a mix here again. Our students, we asked if they were comfortable with our LMS, our websites, online academic search engines, and we had 15 that were extremely comfortable, 10 moderately comfortable, and 1 slightly comfortable. Accessing resources, group advisement sessions, which we offer. We asked about group advisement. We asked if it was helpful. 16 said it was helpful, 10 said it was moderately helpful. Watching group advisement presentation recordings, do you watch them? And we had 18 that said yes, 7 that said no. I want to go back to question 4 here, which is talking about obtaining the resources. This is one that we're constantly looking at, making sure that our presentation and the availability of our program for our students is as easy as possible. And 12 indicated that it was moderately easy. 9 indicated that it was extremely easy. But we certainly don't want to have students that are frustrated with the access to our library online. That's extremely important. That slide there was just a visual of the first 2 questions in the quantitative results. Our qualitative results, great responses here. Reliable broadband is extremely important. High-speed internet programs are a challenge when there are technical issues. We certainly face that. Computer or laptop is best to access course material, live sessions. It's harder to access information on phones. That makes sense. Listing technological expectations would be helpful. We do have a minimum technology section within our welcome packet in our handbook of minimum requirements, but it's certainly very helpful within this online environment to be very proficient with technology use. Sometimes within our Bradley University Library, there were articles that were hard to obtain, but the librarians were very helpful. Group advisement, again, they're helpful. Multiple sessions would be nice. It's nice to have the option of a recording when I can't make a live session, all in an attempt to provide as much of a rounded experience for our students as possible. Overall, our students found it necessary and extremely important to have high-speed internet access for the EDD program, and we need to be thinking about that as we think about our requirements within instructional design and how we are building our class and what we are requiring from our students. Students, who were comfortable both with the use of technology and the use of technology programs and LMS systems had a better experience in the program. They didn't spend time frustrated trying to learn those things in addition to the learning that was going on within the class. And certainly group advisement sessions are a good technique to use. But it was suggested that more sessions are needed, and also offering them in recorded video format that was useful as well. Certainly, we have places that we can go with this research even further, and it's important from a program perspective that we consider these things. We need to search even more about the students' perspectives of online programs. There's certainly more research needed within that. From the basic student and faculty needs to complex discussions of technology infrastructure, support, communication management, and overall student experience, program administrators are the point persons responsible for the comprehensive movement forward. it is the responsibility of those in program director seats as well as chairs of the department to be thinking a little more globally about some of the concerns of students and their experience, especially as we work to develop new policy or refine policy, or within our instructional design to make sure that we are utilizing all of the elements of campus, but that our students are comfortable in doing that. And if they aren't, that the resources are there to make sure that they can become more comfortable through the learning process. Thank you very much.